Hello guys, and welcome to the second instalment of some FIFA Ultimate Team content by myself, FPLConnect for those of you who know me on Twitter. For those of you that don't, I have a Twitter account at FPL_Connect, which is where you can find all these updates and all these videos and Twitch streams I'm going to put out on. And that was basically a platform for my fantasy Premier League content that I used to provide, which I still do, of course, but for now, obviously, it's on hold whilst we sort the state of the world out and until football comes back. So for now, I've moved to some FIFA content because I love FIFA. I love football. Let's get this right. I love football. And I've played FIFA since 2001, I think was the first edition that I bought. And since I done my knees in playing football, this is my only outlet in terms of football passion. This and obviously Fantasy Premier League as well. So obviously I can't do FPL content, so I wanted to do something positive with my time, try and make some people laugh, smile, whatever, provide some useful information or content, and that's what I'm doing. So for the new people out there, those who don't already know me, I hope you find this useful, interesting, and vaguely entertaining because I do tend to get quite animated and excitable when I'm on FIFA, as my whole family and my girlfriend knows. And as you can see from the previous video, if you haven't already checked that one out on my channel, which is at FPLConnect, you can go and check that out. There's a review of Future Stars João Felix and some FUT Champs gameplay and just introducing myself. If you haven't already watched that, go give that a watch. It's my first video, so you have to bear with me. This is my second video, and I'm only just getting sort of to grips with YouTube editor and moving it over to iMovie and all the stuff on iMovie. It's to be fair, it's quite simple, but I'm just getting to grips with it, so you have to bear with. But anyway, today it's more or less going to be the same as it was last week, but I've just trimmed everything down a bit better. It's a bit more tidy, and obviously I'm doing a voiceover this time, as opposed to actually just sitting there playing and talking at the same time, because I'm not going to lie, fair dues to people who do this for a living. It's they make it look easy, but it's actually not that. It really isn't that easy. I was at 19 for 1 last weekend, and I really struggled sort of concentrating on providing useful information whilst trying to concentrate on trying to get to elite. It was difficult. So this time I thought no. This past weekend league I thought no. I'm going to get back to elite. I'm going to play completely focused, and I'll just do a voiceover this time. So this is what we're getting. So I believe we're just about to jump into some gameplay here. Let's go. I always apply squad fitnesses before every game. Always. I want them at max fitness every game. Unless I make someone quit in the first 20-25 minutes, max fitness every single game. Squad fitness, get them in. Optimize your performance of your team. That's a little trick. That's a little tip I'll give you guys. A little tip. If you didn't already know. It makes a difference, honestly. You think, 94, 95's fine. Fair enough, go for that. But in my opinion, optimize your fitness. Optimize a player's performance. You want your best players at their best for as longest period as you can possibly have. And that's what the squad fitnesses give. So, first game. Here we go. Dived in on Neymar, not great. Dink ball. Virgil should have got it, in my opinion. Ronaldo, he's not going to miss that. You can't give Ronnie those chances, but in my opinion, Virgil should have got it. Anyway, Ronaldo punishes me, and I go 1-0 down. Not for the first time that weekend league. I must admit, I went 1-0, 2-1. I went down quite a lot, but seems to galvanise the boys. We always react well when we go down, unless obviously the guys are freaking pro or something. Anyway, FUT Birthday-Griezmann. I was so excited. 5-star weak foot. So excited. Here we go. Tight control. Lovely. Oh, good tackle. Good tackle. But pressure on there. Kante, we press on the front line. Gorgeous, Mendy. Lovely little turn. Quick one-touch passing. Tight control from Lucas. Can he find Griezmann? Griezmann! Oh! I tell you what. Same with João Felix last week. Same with him. They don't have the finesse shot trait, but if you get it onto their favoured foot, and I know this doesn't matter with Griezmann because he's 5-star, but the left foot, if you hit the finesses with them, they rock it in. Absolutely rock it in. He doesn't miss the finesse on the left foot. It's a thing of pure beauty. And boom, straight back on level terms. Honestly, this guy didn't know what hit him. This guy didn't know. Couldn't handle the pressure, and Griezmann just see a ball. Tore him a new one. He's not going to miss that. He's not going to miss that. And of course, with Antoine Griezmann, one of the lovely little perks is you get the little dances, the little jig, the little phone dance, that one, and the crocodile as well, which is always nice. Adds a little bit of something to him. But yeah, 2-1. This guy, saw him the pressure again. Drive at him, he didn't like it again. Lovely. Find him. First time fake shot. Oh, Griezmann. Single-handedly made this guy quit. Single-handedly. Boom, boom, boom. Hattie for Griezmann. What a start. The work rate for me. The high work rate for Griezmann. That's what makes him such a good cam, in my opinion. He's a workhorse, you know. He moves all the time. He just gives you options all the time. And defensively, you know, he tracks back well. He gets in there. He's quite aggressive, even if you don't put like a hawk on him or something to bump up the aggression. He's still quite aggressive. So with the high defensive work rate, you know, I think he's around 77-ish aggression. It's a loose quote off the top of my head. It's around there, I'm sure, and it's enough. It's enough to track and get stuck in on when they're trying to play out, when your opponent's trying to play out. It's brilliant. Defend, especially if you like to press on the front foot. He's such a good player for that kind of style of play, and that's how I try to play, because my defending overall is not great. If people sort of box me in, I'll more often than not, if they're good, you know, if they're good players and they know what they're doing, I'll concede. So I try my best to sort of press on the front foot and try and keep them away from my back line. And I know that's weird when you see I've got Virgil van Dijk team in the air, I know, but even with him, you know, it's not my game defending. I'm not the greatest defender, so I try and keep them away from my defence as much as I can. And people with, like Griezmann, with high defensive work rate, it just works perfectly for me. So second game, I'm looking at that squad and I'm thinking, yeah, it's not, you know, it's nothing too scary there. Deco, meh, not great. You know, defensively looks solid, but in the attack, just wasn't much there. But you know, this is it. You know, you look at these teams and you get a sort of idea in your head of what kind of player they are, and then they often surprise you. And this guy surprised me. Not the player, but this guy, Aussie man. Boom! Left foot volley. I don't know what. To be fair, I don't know what his whether he's right-footed or what his weak foot star rating is, but you just naturally assume they're right-footed, and then that was a left foot freaking volley, just pile drived, which yeah, it surprised me. I didn't think he was that player was that good. Anyway, how do we respond? Griezmann. Look at the work rate. Look at the work rate. Son! Penalty. Draws the foul. Probably should have gone in anyway, but draws the pen. Griezmann, how cool are you? Scale of 10. Oh! Cool. Cool as a cucumber. Sent him the wrong way. Antoine, there's a little dance as well, a little jig. Which way are you going, David? Oh, see you later. Lovely. So I'm not the best pen taker, as you saw. I wasn't really in the corner, but we sat him down. Now, composure. Playing out from the back. Composure. Know what you're going to do before you get it. Griezmann. Oh, like Stevie G. Right footed, it doesn't matter. The vision. Oh, the vision to set that attack up. And the right foot. This 5-star weak foot. Crossfield ball, diagonal, beautiful. Nearly sets up a goal, and then we end up flipping, conceding a chance here. I remember this one, yeah, back into Matthäus. This guy's really good, Matthäus, to be fair. Strong, he's got a bit of everything. And what a ball this is, to be fair. You know, you don't see these goals, but gorgeous cross and a great header. Can't really fault it in this bloody Aussie man. Virgil, man mark. Needed to put the man mark on him. I underestimated the guy. But anyway, how do we respond? Griezmann. Close control. Beautiful. Move. Pass. Move. Pass. Move. Off he goes. Look at Griezmann. Look at Griezmann. The work rate. Waits. Control. Way of pass. Oh. Mendy in the gap. Lovely. Oh, he's just the perfect cam. He's the perfect cam, Griezmann. You can't go wrong with him. Left foot, right foot, ping of a shot, great finisher, lovely. He's so good on the ball, high work rates, great passer. Honestly, he's so good. If you can fit him in your team, there isn't really many things wrong with this guy. Look at the work rate again, giving me the option. The composure. And cheers, Mendy. My own player tackling me. The strangest run ever. The AI runs are absolutely bizarre in this game. There's no intelligence to them whatsoever. Oh, I remember this. If there's ever a clip to sum up how shit FIFA is at the moment. Oh, you gotta feel sorry for the guy. I must admit, a 2-all. I would have been. If that was me, I'd have been absolutely fuming. Yeah, 2-all. Fair dues. I would have been so annoyed. But you know, the guy kept trying. But I did feel like I would get him eventually. I did feel like I had him eventually. Griezmann, quick 1-2 with Nedved. Nedved, the dribbling. Son, look at Son. Oh, Nedved to Son. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, as I said, even with that shit goal that the guy conceded, bless him, I did feel like I was going to get this guy eventually. And Griezmann was integral to it. The movement, the intelligence. Here he is again. He's always there. Every single time you're looking forward, he offers you the pass. Look, he comes forward to the ball. See that? See that movement then? Nearly a nice pass back into him. And then you get, after he loses the ball, you get the work rate. You get the defensive work rate, trying to win the ball back for you. If there's a possibility of him blocking a pass, he's that, he goes for it. Here's Griezmann just offering it, little twos. Oh, on the right foot finish near post. That's 2 goals and an assist for Griezmann in this one, and a hat trick in the previous. Solid, so solid, this guy. In terms of the coins, he's honestly so much worth it, so worth it. On a string, Nedved. On a string. Yeah, if you're looking for a very solid cam at a reasonable price, and to a lot of people, I know 1.5 million isn't reasonable, but yeah, that was an example of the con I'm going to come on to. That was one example right there of the con. Now, when I say con, everything else about this card is perfect. Honestly, I mean, you could probably do with. I mean, in terms of pace, when you've got a Hunter on him, he's rapid. He does feel rapid, and this is coming from bad gameplay as well. So I most of my weekend league, I had to play in difficult sort of time periods. That's to say, I usually play early in the morning or very late at night, usually to avoid high traffic on servers. What a finish! This time I wasn't able to do that, so I was playing in pretty slow, pretty poor gameplay. So he should feel sharper and quicker than he did in this one, and he felt pretty sharp and pretty quick. So in bad gameplay, he seems to be very good. Overall, on the weekend, I played 25 with him, and he scored 37 goals. I don't know how many assists, I can't remember, I just looked at the goals. So, in terms of the cam, he's perfect. There's the only con, and it's a weird one, and it's going to sound really strange, but it is a con. Subconsciously, and you'll see it, and you'll have seen it on the video, and like I said, going back to that earlier clip, if you want to scroll back to it and have a look again, there was a clip towards the end of that game, and I said that was one example of a con. It was me trying to work onto his left foot. You don't need to do that with this guy, because this Griezmann's got the 5-star, but because you see Griezmann, your brain subconsciously has attached the standard Griezmann's information to him. So when you see Griezmann, your head subconsciously brings up 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, high work rates, etc, etc. But this obviously is the FUT Birthday one, so it's trying to twig your brain. You have to sort of consciously flick a switch and remember, and force yourself to remember that this is the FUT Birthday Griezmann, so you can go either side. Once you make that switch, he is going to be unstoppable, and he already was unstoppable. So honestly, mind blowing. He is so good. Honestly, if you can fit him into your team and you have the coins, don't go stupid and just get him and what's the word? Top heavy with your team and just ruin your team just to get him in. He's not. He's not that kind of player in my opinion. But if you've got a reasonable amount of money, if you've got around 2.5, 3 million, 4 million, he's worth it. 100% worth it. Like I said, that one con, literally one con. Maybe slight. You could probably say the physicality could do with a bump up, but he feels strong and aggressive in game, even though those strength and aggressive physicality stats are a bit low. He does feel quite strong. So anyway, for me, I'm going to give him 9.9 out of 10. If we're going to go on a rating of 10, 9.9 out of 10 for me. 100% worth the coins. Brilliant cam, brilliant striker. You can even play him at Ram or Lam, but I feel like he's wasted out there. I'd play him cam or striker. Anyway, thank you very much for watching again, guys. Hope everyone's staying safe, and I'll catch you again. Cheers.